All the lessons that I talk about today were things that I observed from people and things that I found like now I can transfer to being a better person, a better businessman, a better, person in all around to be more confident, talk better, communication, and how to actually get what I want, right?
All right. What are we talking about? This episode, we're gonna speak about Jeremy, who used to be a nightclub bouncer.
I used to be a nightclub. I used to be the club in the night.
He used to bounce in nightclubs.
I used to bounce in the
Bounce like your ass get the hiccup.
night. No, I just used to bounce in the night.
He used to bounce in the
I used to take my...
So he always used to wear black, and people offered him jobs at outside nightclubs.
They said hi, I said yes. Money came into my pocket.
I'm in.
Yeah, it took 12 hours, but money came in.
Take.
I had to look angry on the nighttime, and sometimes, like, if there's important people, smile halfway, show a little bit of a tooth. Oh, wait, that's actually angry. Yeah, I had to be angry, basically, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, that's a good job.
So I was angry. Yeah, I was an angry person, and I got paid for it.
Pretty good, guys. Sign up to be a fucking
Don't you want to be a security guard? Like, get money, get
best
paid.
job ever.
Bruh, look, a lot of things I learned in there. A lot of things that I probably shouldn't say on the podcast.
Just say it.
All right.
Let's just jump into it. What's the first thing, most important thing you learned?
Drug dealers get it all. All right. This is all information that transfers into everything else. So hold on. Because all this information that was disgusting.
You made me laugh.
Do not chew your ice. They're going to listen to this,
I'm
man.
not chewing my eyes. I'm just
Okay, swallow it.
letting
man.
it melt in my mouth.
Basically, all the lessons that I talk about today were things that I observed from people and things that I found like now I can transfer to being a better person, a better businessman, a better, person in all around to be more confident, talk better, communication, and how to actually get what I want, right? So I saw that these guys that were the drug dealers, they brought the confidence with them. They brought the power with them. They got what they wanted because of their status. No, it's not condoned for you. Don't look at it. But where they were in the place, they were looked at as the VIPs. So they got front of the line treatment. They got used they were friends with everyone there, right? They didn't publicly go out and say, hey, I'm a drug dealer. Okay,
Yeah.
No, they didn't do that. But they brought the presence with them and the authority. So they created friends with everyone.
Yeah.
They got all the benefits that everyone else didn't. Instead of waiting in line for an hour, 3 minutes to get to use the public staff toilets. They got the women that they wanted.
Stop being jealous about women, Jeremy.
I am jealous. It's just an internal drive that I have. I was brought up like this. No, I'm kidding. So, really just looking at it all, I'm like, okay, hold on a second. I observe these guys and I say, why do these guys get everything they want? Two things. Well, obviously, it's pretty obvious to know that
Life is not fair.
life is not fair. That's the first reason and the only reason. The second one is just saying fairness is not life. I know I did. These guys, it's pretty obvious to know you're like, yeah, no shit, they got what they wanted. But like looking at it from a further thing is, hey man, they brought to the table what people wanted.
Yeah.
Right? So people wanted it.
So they're solving a problem technically for those people in the club anyway.
Exactly.
And it was
man.
a problem. They wanted that stuff inside.
So
And
everyone
they
wanted them because what they had,
Yeah.
right? Which you can bring to a business world. You can bring to a world as a person. What do people want? They want humor. What do women want? Humor, laughter, communication. They want security. You have all
You
that.
know all this, why are you single?
I don't know. I'm guessing.
Anywho.
You know what I mean? Like, so this is where it's all at. By the way, send me a text, please. Someone.
I don't
feel
know his
better.
number even. He's finding on Instagram.
Next is, we already know it. Confidence is key, right? But observing the guys that got what they wanted, which obviously the objective at nightclub is they want to hook up, get with a woman, right?
Or make money by selling.
Or
whatever.
make money, right? It all
Some
sort
people
of,
go for good times.
it's very true. No. You're very right. I was just contextualizing this in the sense of the confidence that I noticed in the group of those people, right? The people that basically, the guys that did go with that objective, they were the ones that walked into the group of girls that, were dancing and made it feel like they were already part of that system.
Yeah.
They were so confident they went in there. Whereas the guy that was sitting there with a drink in his hand, looking around and hoping, he didn't get anything.
Wishing,
You know, he was
wishing she'll come to me.
Exactly.
Hey,
Right?
you look good standing alone in the corner. You want this drink?
So the two lessons are: if you want something, go get it.
Go and go. If you don't ask, you don't get.
Exactly. And then the next one is obviously going out there and being confident about it, imagining you've already got it. So be there like you do have it.
You
Act
already
like you've
belong
got it.
there. Yeah.
And they did, you know, so it's a really simple one. But I feel like that's something where you go into a job interview, right?
Yeah.
You go into that interview as if you already own and have that job.
You have that role. Yeah.
You want to get whatever it is in life that you have, you know what I mean? Act like you've got it already.
Yeah, and job interviews, I've also read like you should ask them questions back about that company's culture and why you should work there, why they should have you.
It's so true, right?
So like you already put yourself in those shoes, and this subconsciously on the interviewer's part, they already see you inside the picture and how you're gonna
Very
blend
true.
in.
Exactly. And that's what these guys do. They don't act like it's out of the norm.
Yeah.
You act like it is the norm because they've envisioned it already, right?
Yeah. Well,
to
sometimes they
unpack.
get kicked out, but
Lot to unpack there.
Works sometimes.
There's a right way and a wrong way to do it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Naturally. Okay. Don't do what his style is like, you know, always
Right.
like go buy him a drink.
I'm the one who
Hello.
I'm the
would
one
you
who's in
like?
the corner drinking, singing sad songs. No, I'm actually in the bar, not even in the clubs anymore.
That is legit. That is legit. The next one is basically, you know, it all correlates. To be a show off pays off, right? Standing out gives you more opportunity,
Yeah.
right? So the guys that stand out, the women that stand out, naturally in the club, the women generally because they're
Don't-
with
the-
predators, they're around predators. Predators will come regardless.
Yeah.
But naturally, when you show that you have more to desire, people come to you, right? So, but this is like something that transfers into everything: business, person, confidence. What do you want? Again, you know, the guys that came out there in like this super crazy I don't even know what fashion is like. So I'm just gonna say a red color,
Oh, we
a
know you
purple
don't know
color.
what fashion is. You only wear black.
Thanks, bro. You know, just like you. That's
Oh, I
genuine.
have a few other ones. Anyways, so
Those guys were always given opportunity because everyone always sees that. Like you look at the guys that blend in or the people that blend in, right?
Yeah.
And they just blend in. However, when you saw the one that stands out, everyone's attracted there.
Yeah.
Someone wants to know there, right? So you want to be a networker. You want to network with people, stand out.
Yeah.
Why will people come to you?
even if you say a bad thing about someone, you'll still notice them. So you still go on the radar.
Naturally.
I've got my friend, he has like these big, huge shoes, and it's like gold color with like glossy. So you can see him like from far off. Nobody wears these Bigfoot shoes with like gold color, and he's got bright red and gold, two pair of shoes. That's the one he wears to the clubs, and he's always noticed. Like you can always notice him from far away.
I can imagine.
Yeah, you
And
can
it's a
never
tactic.
miss him. Yeah, it's a tactic, and
For
it
sure.
works for him all the time.
And that's pretty much what it is, right? But so don't be afraid to show off.
I'm not saying buy those shoes, by the way, but you can find another way to stand
don't
up.
do that. Like legit, it's just about what's going to make you different to everyone else, and you have to be able to own that too. You know.
Yeah.
So that was a big thing I learned. I'm like, okay, I can transfer that. Next is pretty much it's a very simple one, right? When you find something that works, you find something that's going well. For your example, people that are self-development, right? Trying to get too much will become bad, So in the context of a nightclub, they wanted to have a great night, so they took whatever they took, right?
Yeah.
They took some, and a bit of, and a bang bang there, and I'm trying to sing the E-I-E-I-O.
Horrible.
Thanks, bro. Entrepreneur wants coffee to try and focus. I know if I have more than a certain amount, I'm going to kick over and I'll become anxiety. I get into an anxiety state, right? If you know that...
There's no such thing as too much coffee, by the way, but it's okay.
There is, bro. I'm telling you, I've found that other side.
No.
Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. Stupid. If you want to learn, right? Sometimes overdoing it. Don't go too extreme. I went to that stage where all I did for like 18 hours a day was just listen. I didn't absorb it.
Yeah.
So
Just
don't...
mindless listening.
Yeah, so you got to find out and say, okay, what works for me?
Yeah.
And then where is my good place where I'm going to make as much, get as much benefit from it as I can, as opposed to just I'm just going to see how good I can get.
Yeah.
Because there is always a limit.
Yeah.
Next is how to stay calm in any situation.
Yeah. So this kind of ties in with the one we spoke about.
Yeah.
I think react and respond. Whatever happens, your outcome of the situation is in your hands till you make your move. So you
love
should
that.
really make your move, like really actually think
Exactly.
about making that move.
Yeah, exactly. And
So what were your examples? Like what would you say was the best time you dealt with a conflict, and what was it?
best time.
Yeah.
Oh, there's so many. I can't say what the best time is. I've had so many times where, if I reacted in the way I did, or I wanted to react in anger, because a lot of it was fights, people pulling out, knives, needles, having guys that were literally ready to just go into absolute berserk mode and get into a fight. And one way or another, it never turns out good, ever.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how you win, which, you're still going to, it's trouble, it's hassle.
Yeah.
I mean, I probably,
Should only fight if you paid for it.
that's it, man.
UFC.
I mean, I've had, I wouldn't say the best. I've just had guys where, situations of 3-4 guys ready to fight and you're doing security. Never works out nicely for you, right? And so in a situation where you just have to think and say, hey, what is my next move going to determine, right? So I've got these guys getting, like super rowdy. So if I reacted to them when they gave me real shit, like they were insulting, going hard, I knew that if I was to get angry, it's only going to turn out into a fight, right?
Yeah.
It's only going to get aggressive. What's going to happen after that? It's just not going to be worth it. Cops come down.
Yeah.
They get their head smashed in. I have to hide their bodies. It's just not going to be, it's not a good situation for people, right?
No. And that smells after a week.
I don't know. I'm probably going to have to buy a new car and dump it, turn it on fire.
Your dad listening to it.
He told me what to do.
Everything I know, my dad taught me.
Everything I know is from Daddy-O. You know what I mean? Like, basically, any situation, people yelling, there's no good from me responding. Reacting. So I'm always now like, if I see something that's going batshit crazy,
Yeah.
I literally look at it blank in the face as if nothing's happened and think, what's the best way to go around this?
Dead wall.
People will come and yell at me all the time doing security, especially having it like they just want to have a bit of a fun. So try and scare me from the back, full blown yell in the back of my ear, and I just turn around like, as if nothing's happened.
Yeah.
And it's just something that it's taught me. So it was really, really good. So anytime you're in a situation, always think, hey, purposely think, I will not react when this comes up. Turn around, see what's happening, then make a decision. And the next one was pretty much just corruption, right? I just noticed how easy it is to fall into the love of money and then disregard morals, and I just saw people getting into a place where people I knew and they were friends with, and I fell into a stage as well, I saw how easy it is to make money, and it was not a good path to be in. So I did fall down for a bit until I kicked myself back in the face and said, I literally I did a somersault, I flipped, and then my heel landed on my face. And I'm just like, no, this is not who I want to be. So I stopped. But I saw and I understand that, man, when you start getting money, you start dropping morals. You stop giving people
Shredding them.
deserves. Yeah, that's it, man. Basically, if you always put your values on top, everything else still falls into place too. When you serve people, it may take a little longer.
Yeah.
But it will give you the outcome that you're after, as long as you continue. Because I feel all the people that I see now that are still doing that are not in a place where their life is. They're not content. They're not happy.
Yeah. And it's not very sustainable. Like, if you think about kind of people we want in our community, like if we're speaking about, it's not scalable anyways. If you talk about a business thing, it's like a useless, worst way to make money. Like,
Pretty obvious to know what we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
But it's not. It's not at all.
Scalable for some other people.
Pablo Escobar, Anyway, so
Anywho.
the next one is basically the same. And so I want, think before you act. Think about what's going to happen next. So when I saw those guys, when I'd see, hey man, if I react, what's the next move? They get angry. I get angry. We yell. What? Am I going to feel good for the rest of the night? No. But that's the best case scenario. The next case scenario is you got a lot worse coming. You may have to go and buy yourself a new tooth.
Yeah. You're going to end up in court.
Yeah.
People are so fights are so fragile, especially in nightclubs. Like people can literally drop dead
Oh,
on
dude.
a king head.
I've
in
had
the dark, and you don't want to first of all go to that place and then live with that thing. Like it's just
right.
nothing good comes out of it.
Uh,
So just give them a spine buster. That's what I did, and it
yeah.
saves their head.
Batista bomb. You know, it's just the way it works. Dude, I remember one time.
RKO!
I don't know where.
Out of nowhere.
I remember one time, bro, I was holding a guy in my hands and I thought he died. That was probably the moment I shit bricks legitimately.
How were you holding?
I was holding him in like a crucifix position.
Okay.
His hands were like, and he's, I won't go into it. But
Oh,
dude,
that's just too dark. I'm feeling dark energy.
I legit feel dark
energy, and I need to be a lighter voice
it.
so I can feel good about myself right now. But
all of these things, all these tips are things that you can use and transfer into yourself every day, right? Which is things like, hey, you want to get what you want, find a way around it. Be confident, act like you've got what you've got. Stand out so that people approach you, so that when you go and get what you want, people will look at you and everyone else sort of dissolves. Whereas you are now the beacon.
Yeah.
Things like thinking about what you're going to do first. Think about what the action is, so what the outcome is before the action happens. You know, and then the action will be determined on what you think about the outcome is.
Yeah.
And
It's a big power you have to act.
it's massive.
Yeah.
And just values, understanding the values take over everything. When you can look at your values and put that on top and everything else under, you'll do well because you'll make sure that whatever else you do falls in line with the value. And I feel like that was just the biggest takeaway for me.
Yep. So I think we can wrap this bad boy here. These were the things our polar bear learned.
Thanks,
while
man.
Doing security. We'll come back in the next episode. We'll talk about something you guys like. You can come on our website, drop us a comment, or you can
Q&A section on
leave
From
us a
Sofa to
comment on our
Success.
YouTube channel. We don't have many people speaking to us right now, and we want to speak to more people.
That's it. Our community is growing.
Speak to
We're on Spotify. We're on Google
Google
Podcast.
Podcast, Apple Podcast.
Yeah, we're opening up a little bit more as we see more people come through. And yeah. All right, guys. Ciao for now. Ciao for later.
Catch you later.
Yeah. Catch you later, alligator. Bye.